Hey, it's Julie Kaylin, your favorite happiness coach, voiceover artist, songstress, singer, songwriter, and actress. And I'm here today to talk with you guys about a fun subject. And this is actually Derby Week, and I am a huge fan of horses. So I wanted to take this opportunity to do a video on if horses could talk, what would they tell us about happiness and what life lessons could they teach us? I am a huge believer that nature and animals have a lot to teach us about happiness and how to live amazing lives. So, and for me personally, I think horses are one of my spirit animals. I've lived in Kentucky for a few years and totally got into horses then. And a few years ago, on vacation in Wyoming, I saw wild mustangs, and it was just amazing. So horses are definitely one of my spirit animals, and I love them. So here I am today, looking like a leopard, talking to you guys about horses. So some happiness advice from a horse. And I don't know too if you guys have ever been to like a gift shop or something, at a zoo or like an arboretum, and they have all kinds of mugs and bookmarks and everything that say advice from blank and then insert your favorite animal. So I found one, or I actually found a couple that are one that said advice from a horse and another one that said advice from a wild mustang. And so I'm going to read them here to you guys and expand on them a little bit. So, if a horse could talk, or if we could talk to Mr. Ed, what type of happiness advice and life lessons could we learn? So, let's start with this first one that's advice from a horse. And the credit for this one goes to Ian Shamir. So Ian said for advice from a horse is I'm going to read the whole thing first and then we'll go into it in a bit more depth. But take life's hurdles in stride, loosen the reins, be free spirited, keep the burrs from under your saddle, carry your friends when they need it, keep stable and gallop to greatness. So those are great life lessons to live by from a horse. And let's go into them in a little bit more depth to talk about them. So take life's hurdles in stride. That's kind of self-explanatory, but just to go into a little bit more depth. Don't sweat anything, especially the small stuff, but even the big stuff, everything has to be taken in perspective. And and nothing in life ever got solved by you panicking or getting super upset, because that's not good way to handle your life's problems. So always take the hurdles in stride. Um, Loosen the reins and be free spirited. This reminds me a ton of the process and law of attraction of letting go and surrendering. That's all about loosening the reins and realizing that you can't have control over everything, or almost anything, actually, and be free spirited. And the process of letting go and surrendering, I could do a whole video on that itself, but let go and surrender the outcome, I think, is key to the process of letting go and surrendering. And I think horses have, a huge, way of teaching us that, because they just run to run because they're free spirited and they love what they do. And, they're not thinking about the outcome. I don't think they're thinking, I'm going to win this race. I think they're just running because they seriously enjoy it and it's what they love. All right, keep the burrs from under your saddle, another life lesson from a horse. And I'm not going to pretend like I totally understand 100% of what that one means. So you guys feel free to put in the comments what you think that means, or if you think I'm misinterpreting them as well, and if you'd like to expand on what I'm saying here. But, I think that means is equivalent to, don't let stuff get under your skin. Kind of similar to the take life's hurdles in stride. So don't let anyone get under your skin easily. Keep your cool, even in the big derby race, don't panic. Keep your cool. If someone's upsetting you, if there's like a horse or a person next to you bothering you or trying to run you over, keep your cool. It's okay. I'm just gonna run my best race and not really worry about what they're doing over there. I'm just gonna be me and be free spirited, amazing me, and not worry about what's going on around me. Some other great advice from a horse: carry your friends when they need it and keep stable. I think those two are related though, because the best racehorses, of course, are stable, and then they could carry their friends and their jockeys. Um, but you have to have that stability first, and you have to have that health first. You wouldn't put a jockey on a sick, unhealthy horse. That horse, you have to be healthy yourself. Take care of yourself first before you could carry your friends. So just remember that first. Take care of yourself first. Make sure you're healthy and happy, and then carry your friends when you need it, because you cannot help your friends out if you yourself are not happy and healthy. So I think that's another amazing lesson from a horse. And then that last line in the advice from a horse bookmarker mug that you always see is gallop to greatness. So when you keep all of these things in mind, you're going to gallop your way to greatness, and you're gonna, if you're healthy and happy, you are going to, and free spirited and letting go and loosening the reins, you are going to gallop to greatness yourself, and also be able to help your friends along when they need it too and carry them. So I think that's some amazing advice from a horse there. And again, the person that always gets the credit for that poem or saying or whatever it is Ian Shamir, if I'm saying his name right. Another one I saw is advice from a wild mustang, and the credit for this one that I saw goes to the Bridger Teton National Forest, which is in Wyoming, which is where I saw the wild horses in Wyoming, but not in that particular national forest. But they get the credit for writing this really cool advice from a wild Mustang saying. So let me read it first again, and then I'll go into a bit more depth on what I think it means for us and for happiness. So experience unbridled joy. Be neighborly. Don't be corralled by life's burdens. Honor freedom. Avoid nightmares. Live and let live. Kick up your heels. All right, so in a bit more depth now. Experience unbridled joy. You know, wild Mustangs there are just so happy to be free and have all this space and all this wild land to just be themselves. And that's amazing. You know, you don't really see a wild Mustang that's unhappy or anything. They were just, you know, when I saw them in Wyoming, they were just so amazing and just, you know, wagging their tails and just having a grand old time, relaxing, enjoying life. Be neighborly, like neigh, like the horses. I love that. Neigh-borly. So of course, be neighborly, be friendly to your fellow horses and your fellow man or woman. Don't be corralled by life's burdens. Again, that's similar to the advice to loosen the reins, be free spirited. You know, don't live life according to other people's boundaries. You could break free of them and live life on your own terms. It's always great happiness advice. It's related to the next tip: to honor freedom. Avoid night-mares. Very, very funny and horse-like. I could go into a whole nother video about nightmares, but for now, just saying, as you live your best life, oftentimes you're not too worried about nightmares, because they have, even though everyone has them and experiences them, they have no power over you. And the happier life and healthier life that you live, the nightmares won't get you down as much. Live and let live. Other great advice from a horse. And similar to what was that earlier one that we said? Keep the burrs from under your saddle. That really don't let people get under your skin. Live your own life. Run your best race. Do your own thing without without burdening other people, or without trying to cut them off in the race. Just do your own thing. Try and be ethical. Live a good life. And if other people do, that's great. If they don't, lead by your example and your inspiration, and by running your best race, and hopefully they will come around as well. And if not, don't sweat it. Don't let those spurs get under your saddle if they don't. Last advice from the horse there, kick up your heels, celebrate, have fun, enjoy life. Be wild sometimes, but be safe. Be safe. Run a safe race. Again, wonderful tips from a horse. Hope you enjoyed these. I will be doing more of these because, like I said, I think animals and nature have huge lessons to teach us about healthy and happy living. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful Derby day and Derby week. Enjoy the horses and you live your best happy and healthy life. And if you love this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can get more happiness tips from me like this, as well as meditations, music, my voiceovers, singing, and lots of other fun stuff. What else? Yeah, contact me if you want any personalized happiness coaching, if voiceovers, singing, music, anything like that I offer. And in the meantime, hope you have a wonderful Derby week. And yeah, I will talk with you and see you guys soon. All right. Bye.